the Medical Watch, invisible wounds.
Medical reporter Dina Bair has more on the devastating impact of traumatic brain injuries among military personnel.
Years of pain and suffering left a decorated Navy SEAL feeling helpless. He hid the silent symptoms from his wife. Then, in his final act, gave her a mission of her own.
We just had this connection. I said, he's the one, and I knew it. I knew it on our second date, actually, staring at him. I said, oh man, I'm gonna fall for this guy hard.
Jamie and David Metcalf embraced military life together. They married in 2012. In 2016, they welcomed a son.
Before we got married, he told me, there's a lot of things that I can't tell you, so please don't ask.
But the Navy SEAL, who served as a combat instructor and physician's assistant, did share some stories.
And he went and picked up a guy who had just gotten shot, and when he came home, he said he passed away, and I knew he was going to pass away. I knew I would be the last person he spoke to. I could tell that really tore him up.
After an 11-month deployment in Afghanistan,
one day I asked David, I said, do you have PTSD? It's probably the worst question I could have ever asked him. And he looked at me and he said, no, and don't ever ask me that again.
he complained of headaches and not being able to sleep.
Beautiful, this will come as a surprise.
Something was off about David.
There's no fixing what is wrong with me.
On the day he was to report back to active duty in January 2019.
Mentally, physically, I haven't been the same.
Jamie found this letter.
Multiple concussions over those years have changed me. My gaps in memory, failing recognition, mood swings, headaches, impulsiveness, fatigue, anxiety, and paranoia were not who I was, but have become who I am. I have contemplated this act for a while.
For the first time, Jamie is sharing her husband's last words with the hope they'll give voice to countless veterans and military personnel struggling with thoughts of suicide.
The more we talk about it, the closer we will be to finding a solution.
Surrounded by a stack of books about concussion, David's final message was a call to action. He wasn't alone. Among active duty military in the last 20 years, 7,057 have died in combat. More than 30,000 have died by suicide.
This helpless part of me wonders, is there a cure for this? I don't know. Or maybe there is a cure for this and we're just not talking about it enough. I am understanding more and more why David did what he did.
With the support of a fellow Navy SEAL's family, Jamie established the David R. Metcalf Invisible Wounds Foundation to help detect and treat traumatic brain injuries resulting from training and combat.
At first, this was healing and understanding for me. And then it went to honoring David. And then when people came up to me and said, I'm going through some issues, I'm going through the same thing, and we just have to talk about it.
A very brave act to speak out. Right now, the organization's founders are focused on Navy Special Forces, but they hope to expand to all branches of the military. There's an event this weekend, September 11th, to honor David and the Invisible Wounds Foundation. We have more on that and a statewide effort to educate and prevent military suicides. The critical information is on our website. Back to you.
And if you or someone you know is in crisis, you can get help available through the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It is now 988. It is free and confidential, and it is available 24/7.